Listen, I think Chelsea are improving. I do, and I think it will take a little bit more time. But Chelsea on the day, Poch will get it right. I'm sure he will. I don't know what they'll win because City are so good, but they'll definitely improve.
Do you think they can get top 4 this season, though? That's what they need to get.
Well, Liverpool are looking good now, aren't they? And now the saga of Mo Salah has gone away, thank God. You'd think that Liverpool are going to push a lot harder.
Spurs are looking good.
Yeah, Arsenal have not hit top form yet.
But still got 10 points out of 12, which is a good sign, isn't it? Yeah. You're not playing your best.
No, and City, look, we didn't think they're as strong as last year, but they're up there. They're the team to beat again. So top 4 is difficult.
I think Chelsea as well, Al. They've been used to playing in the Champions League so many years now. To not be in it for consecutive seasons with the amount of money they've spent isn't acceptable. So I think the minimum for Pochettino is Champions League football next season.
What about Sterling, eh?
I know. I understand his frustrations, but he's been ever present in Gareth Southgate's squad more or less since he got the job. Sometimes don't overthink it.
It doesn't make sense to me. The type of form he's in at the moment, and you'd overlook that.
But who do you take out?
I don't care. The way he's playing at the moment, he's got to be in it.
He should be in it. He should be in it. What I would have done, Al, is probably sacrificed a striker to fit him in because Foden's got to be in it. Grealish is going to be in it. Rashford's going to be in it. Saka's going to be in it. Madison's going to be in it. So there's not really any player there you would drop. But Sterling, I agree, this season has done very well. But I wouldn't have a panic about it. Like I think Rio Ferdinand said, retire. Like, he's on 83 caps, I think. He'll want to get to 100. He'll be back in the next squad if he continues the way he's playing. It's only a month away, the next squad, by the way. So I wouldn't surprise me he's back in that one.
Okay, with the Euros next summer looking likely to be Gareth's last in charge of England, all the talk has been about who's the man to replace him, or woman. Danny Murphy joined White and Jordan yesterday, and him and Simon didn't see eye to eye on who should be the new England boss.
In some fantasy world of choosing England managers. Klopp. But
you can't have a German in charge of English national team.
There you are.
What does that
mean? But the bottom line is I've asked who I'd like to manage the England team.
Why would you like that?
Because it wouldn't make any difference to me whether he's a bleeding German. It'd make a difference if we won the World Cup or won the European Championships. I really wouldn't care.
I thought I heard you say I prefer an Englishman.
I would prefer an Englishman.
If I choose an Englishman at the moment.
What is this embarrassment of riches of English coaches that we've got?
Who did Danny want, did he say?
I don't think it matters, though, Al. I don't think it matters about having a German being England manager.
No?
Would you have a problem with that?
No, I'm Scottish.
You're English now, mate. You lived in England that long. I don't think it's a problem. If Jurgen Klopp was the man to come in and bring the Euros or a World Cup to England, I don't think fans would be bothered.
But surely you got to look at someone like Eddie Howe or something, later down the road again. He's got to be back in the frame, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think he's got a lovely job at Newcastle. Don't think he'd want to get rid of that. I think Pep would be one, but then would Pep want to manage Spain instead? But I don't think we should be looking at just English managers, Al. I don't think like force one through because they're English, like Eddie Howe. Like, I think we have the best available who's going to win us a trophy.
Would you think Klopp would do it, given the chance?
I don't think he's the right person. I think Pep would walk into that England squad and look at the players he's got. Imagine the football.
Pep would be ideal, wouldn't he? He'd be ideal.
Imagine we'd be beating teams left, right and centre, playing unbelievable football, the tactics that he's got. But it's if Pep would want to leave Man City and if he'd want to go and manage Spain instead.
I think so. talkSPORT's England correspondent Faye Carruthers has been with the squad ahead of the up-and-coming game. She joins us now. Faye, a very good morning.
Good morning, Faye.
Morning, Al. Morning, Gabby. You all right?
Yeah. Faye, it's an interesting game, this one, isn't it? Ukraine home games. I know it's not in the Ukraine, but the record's decent. Although saying that, England's record against Ukraine is very good.
Yeah, very good. Beaten 4-0 in the quarterfinals of the Euros in 2021 and beat them in the Euro qualifiers just recently 2-0 as well. So hopefully a comfortable win for Gareth Southgate and his side. But, we know what Ukraine bring. And as you say, the game's being held in Poland. So just about to head up on a flight to Wroclaw, as I've now been told it's pronounced. I've been mispronouncing it all week. I've gone from the Alan Brazil School of European Pronunciation.
Well, I've never heard of the place, to be honest, Faye.
Say that again, Al.
I've never heard of the place. What part of Poland's it in? Is it north, south, east, west? Where is it?
Well, now you're asking me a geography question that I can't answer.
I'll save you, Faye.
I'm just getting on a flight out there. Terrible.
I'll save you, Faye. The rumours of Gareth Southgate.
What do you mean you save her? I'll end up, if I listen to you, Gab, I'll end up in Bucharest.
Faye, there's talk of Southgate leaving his role as England manager after the Euros. Is that true or just a rumour? And who would take his place? Would it have to be an English manager?
Well, we always get reports about Gareth Southgate. His contract ends at the end of the Euros, and obviously he was very close to leaving after the World Cup quarter-final exit as well. So of course everybody's going to be talking about who might potentially replace him if he does decide to leave after the Euros. And I mean, the name that you guys didn't mention earlier on that springs to my mind is Graham Potter, because when we discussed Graham Potter beforehand, about what we now 9 months or so ago since the World Cup. He was obviously at Chelsea, not there anymore. People were saying he's at a project, in inverted commas, at Chelsea, and so he'll be there a long time. Why would he want to be an international manager? And I don't know what's next for Graham Potter, but certainly his name has been touted around for quite a while now, so he would maybe be up there for me.
And Faye, I believe around 3,500 England fans will be heading to the game.
Yeah, it feels as if half of them are here at Luton Airport, to be honest. It's absolutely rammed here at the moment. So, yeah, people heading out. I think a lot of people have tried to get ahead of the curve and book flights out to Warsaw when it was initially announced that it was likely to be played in Poland, and then it was moved to Wrexham instead. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a really good atmosphere out there for sure, and very much looking forward to it.
Faye, I'll let you go because we've got all sorts of noise coming from you. You're obviously at the airport, and we're getting announcements. You know, I've nearly put my pint down and grabbed my bag there and run for the plane. 7:15.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.